Well, g'day. How you going? This is Michael O'Donnell's Aussie Homestead. Where do I start? Governments. They have no respect for other people's animals or livestock. My opinion. RSPCA. Not far behind because they don't do anything about to stop the government from doing what they're doing. Example. There's two diseases in Australia that kill rabbits, main diseases. They are myxomatosis, which was not man-made but manipulated around the place by man in Australia. In the 50s they used it to kill out all the rabbits in the bush, well, most of them out, because they were out of control. I admit that. Wild rabbits they just moved, the hills moved with the looks of rabbits. There was that many of them. So yeah, sort of to a point. But domestic rabbits won't survive in the bush. They have been bred too long away from it. It's a bit like quail. Why don't they lay eggs? Same principle. Now, and do they breed with wild rabbits? No, they don't. It's a bit like, I think, I'm not an expert, but it's a bit like a mule, where you have a donkey and a horse, you put them together and you get a mule. Sterile. They are, rabbits are, well, there's some, I don't know, you look into it. But it's a bit of a pain. Now, the other thing is a thing called Khaleesi. Now, it's not Game of Thrones Khaleesi, you know, with the dragons and all that, but Khaleesi is a virus here, which is man-made genetically. And they've got 5 strains now, which have been genetically changed to keep on top of the rabbits so they couldn't change too quickly. So they're trying to eradicate more rabbits. Now, you say, what's wrong with that? Well, you've heard of this thing they call Ebola, where the people bleed out of their noses and eyes. Well, this is the rabbit version of it. Some of the symptoms, and I'm no expert, but I've seen it here. The usual thing is they bleed in all the orifices in their body, eyes, nose, whatever. Sometimes they have convulsions and they just drop dead. Mine were just dropping dead. No other signs on them except dropping dead. Yesterday hopping around, today dead. Now, how is they spread? I'm not quite sure. I think it's flies. Now, I'll show you something. I grow these these citronella plants all out front of my place. Over here, and I'm growing more all the time. I have bug catchers, you know, those ones, bugs killers, they only kill mosquitoes. All my cages have mosquito netting. See, there's my mistake. I had that ajar a bit at the moment, and that's where they often get in, when I go in and out. I have it all there. There's a few little cracks that have opened up, I found. I'm going to have to fix them. They've opened up, okay, where is it? There. There's a few little cracks where their wood has shrunk. But I do my best. Now, you might say, oh, okay, that's Khaleesi. What's that? It's myxomatosis. Well, that is the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. Now, there is what do you call it, vaccinations for myxomatosis. But guess what? Only place in the world, as far as I'm aware, it has it, is London, England. America doesn't, but they don't have a real problem with rabbits as far as I'm aware. And here, and we aren't allowed to have any. We're not allowed to import any new rabbits into the country. Whatever's here is here. So they don't care if last of my red New Zealands are dead. They don't care if the very rare silver fox is dead. They don't care if the harlequins die out. They don't care. But they don't mind making them suffer till they die. Am I having a rant? Yes. This is rant day. Now, Myxo, what does it do to the poor little bunny? First, its eyes puff up so it can't see. It gets all pus coming out of its eyes and its nose. Its genitals swell up. And then it starves to death because it can't find the food anymore. And so I when the first time I had my little Mixie, that was her name, Mixie after myxomatosis, I started putting, I went out and bought penicillin and special antibiotics and special, because you can't get see, it's like I said, you can't get the vaccination here. So I had to do other things that maybe improve its chances of surviving. $250 later, it still died. I sold them for $30. So I did it because I love the animal. Dumb. My latest animal, another red, has got Myxo. I had to put her down. I wasn't going to go through all that again and have her die, 10 days of suffering. So I put her down. Now, there's one of the babies there. I'm not going to go in close. I'm about to put her down. She's got 5 or 4 other babies, brothers. I just had a look. Their eyes are wide open, so there might be a chance. See, some animals have a natural immunity, but it's pretty rare. So, yeah, not much chance in that. Now, yeah, not a very nice way to go. And the government condones it. And so the RSPCA puts up with it. But here they would hunt someone down if they don't have the right, I don't know, if their cage is not clean enough or something like that. So I think that's a bit hypocritical. Well, how's that saying go? Come into my parlour, said the spider to the fly. I feel before I go, I'll tell you something else. I am not a person that normally gets down. Very, very rare. I figure if you can't fix it, and you've tried, and you can't do it, get over it. You can't do anything about it, so why stress on it? But if you can fix it, then go ahead and do it. You know, and that's worth the struggle. I suppose I think there's a saying about that: fix what you can fix, but the ones you can't, chill out on, basically. And but today I just think it's not about me; it's about the poor bunnies, and they had it now anyway. But I don't know. I could lose the whole lot. That's how bad these diseases are. I've been spraying all the cages with a thing called F10. I've been separating the young ones, but I tell you what I've done in here. Up here I have that there, bug killer. Look up there, I've got a bug killer there. And like I said a second ago, I have a bug killer there. Now people say to me, why you've got all these mosquitoes? I've been blowing them down a bit, but why do you leave all the mosquitoes, leave all the cobwebs up? Well, that's my internal defense. If you have cobwebs, it means spiders. Spiders, look over here, spiders mean mosquitoes get caught, flies get caught, and there's one less chance of getting to my little bunnies. Now, see this cage here? Empty. Red New Zealand, big female, beautiful girl she was. She was about to be a mother. This cage here, she had a giant blue Flemish with about 9 babies, 4 white ones and 5 blue. She died one day. The next day, they all died. But the day before, they were all jumping around her like she was nobody's problem. This is where my Red New Zealand was. Gone. Over here, there was another New Zealand in that cage. I have two cages out further, and there's no signs that they're dead too. I've lost quite a few. Now, here's the reds that are left. Bit dark in here. I'm a little concerned now. I just seen a rabbit over there with its eyes looking a little shut. See, the eyes are red. It could be the start. Its eyes are very red looking. Anyway, having fun. I won't bother asking you, do you like it? Subscribe. Ask for the subscribe. Ring the notification bell, but who wants to like this? Catch ya.